Hi, today we're going to model a low poly car, and first off you want to search for the car you want to model, and with the word blueprint download the blueprint of the car you want to make, and also try to get hold of a lot of reference photos so you know how it looks. Okay, we start out in the scene, we delete the cube, we look at the scene directly from the side, we press Shift A, choose image reference, we choose our blueprint, we scale it up so we can see the measurements, because I also really like to work in the correct scale. Okay, so we see that the length of the car is 4687 millimeters. So okay, so we add a cube, mesh cube, and we want this to be 4.687 meters long. Okay, now we select the reference image again. We go here, objects, data properties, and here on depth we want this to only be shown from the sides. We put this on top of the cube, and therefore we want to change the opacity, so I put this to 0.3 so we can see what's happening behind the image always. And I want the image to be shown from both directions, but I don't want it to be shown from the perspective view, so I'm uncheck that. So now the image only shown directly from the side. We select the image, press S, scale it down, and now we want to fit it inside this cube. Maybe something like this, yes, and I want to work around the center, so something like this. Now I also got the height of the car, so we press the cube, press tab, enable X-ray mode. We can also activate this auto merge vertices. Select the top, press G, Z, pull this down like this, something like this, and select the bottom, G, Z, and pull this up, something like this. Yes. Okay, now we take the image, we press Shift D, so now we have duplicated it, press R to rotate, and we want to rotate it around Z axis. We can take 90 degrees. We can see it here now, and we go to the front, and here's the image, and we want to move this in X axis, so GX, put it here, and we can see that we also need to move it down, GZ, something like that. And now we can see the width of the car, so we need to change the block. So tab, select GX, and I think we take this not with the mirrors, and we change the other side as well, so GX, pull it over here. Great. And now and now we have the front of the car in both directions, so this is not correct, and I want the front to be here, so we select the image, we name this front, and the other one, oops, caps, side, and this is our ref cube. Yep. We select the image again, and go here, and we want this to be shown only from the front. Okay, this is rotated wrong, so we change this only from the back. It doesn't matter. And then we select the image, we press Shift D, R for rotate, Z, and 180 degrees. And go to the other direction. Take this and we move in the car. Something like this. And this is from behind now. It's sometimes hard to fit the reference image incorrectly. And so from the side, the front, the back, and the lines here are from the images. And then we have the top left. So we can go to the side, select the image, and then press Shift D, rotate around Y 90 degrees, and we go to Z, take this and move this in X direction, and we zoom in with the scroll. Need to move it somehow. Now we can see that this blueprint is something wrong with it, because I have only moved it in X, but still it's not lining up correctly, and this is a common problem, but you just need to work with it. And you can also see that this car is slimmer from the top than from the front. So if you look at the car, it's like completely wide here, and mirrors are standing out, but from the top it's not that way. So we need to fix this. So we press scale, S for scale, and X. Okay, and it's rotated wrong, so we need to press Y instead. No, it was X. Something is just my bad. Something like this, G and X, and now it's look a bit better. Okay, now I want to name them again. I missed some of them. So this is the top, and this one is the front, yes, and this one is the back, and this is much better to do from the beginning to name them correctly. So I select them, the ref cube, the side, the top, and out here I press M to make a new collection, ref references. Okay, and they're all now in this. And what I used to do now is I press down here on the filter, enable this, and press here, and now you are not able to select images anymore. Okay, so time to start modulating. I used to start from the side and with the wheels. So press Shift A, circle, and I only want to have 10 verticals, and I want to rotate it 90 degrees so I can see it. Something like this. And now we scale it down, move it into position. Maybe something like this. Press Tab 1 for vertices. Select these and delete them. We can take this and press E, extrude. Yeah. Tab out. Press N, and we can now see that the item is rotated. We don't want that, so press Ctrl A, apply all transformation. Select this and tab again, select all of it, and press Shift D to duplicate, and we want to drag it, so only in Y. Drag it over here, and now I select all of this, and then we actually want to extrude this around make another circle, so we press E, S, something like this, because this will make it easier later on. And we can select all of these in the bottom and press S for scale, and want to scale it in Z, and just press 0, and we have a line all of these vertices. So press G and Z up here, select all of these, and press Shift D and Y and move it over here. Okay, now we select these two, press L4 and press F, select these two, F, F. Okay, and from the beginning I like to tweak the form of the car, so we try to look on the car from the in front, and we can say, okay, the lines are in the center of the car, and that's not correct. Select everything, A, G, X, drag it over here, and we can select here, start to drag it in a bit under the, something like this. Yep, we can change this later on if it doesn't look good. And then we select these vertices, press E, Y, and just drag them out, so I have something to work with later on. And here as well, select these vertices, press E and Y, and drag them out. We can also press S and Y and 0, and G and Y, something like that. So if we look at it from the side, it looks okay. And I want to select all of the top ones and press E and Z, and we pull these up something like this, and we start to press E and X to move them in to the side, so we get starting to get the shape of the car with the angles. And now we can also, later on we will change this, but we can start to move up so we can see more the shape of the car, and we'll get a feeling of what we need to do. Whoops, something I did wrong. We take these, move it down, move it down, move it down. Okay, now I actually want to start with the front bumper. So we select these, drag them here, something like this. And since this is supposed to be low poly, we will not go into detail so much. But I think I want to move these down with this one as well. Okay, and we select all of this, select this one, we select this, press extrude. We can actually pull this up a little. We can we pull that one up, and we look from the top and see what's happening. So much is wrong. Great. We move this in like this. Okay, and this we could done earlier. That would have been much better, but we didn't. But no problems. But these vertices are actually a part of the bumper, and therefore they should be wide like this. Okay, we also saw that this bumper is really wide, and this shape align all the way out later on. So we just move this like this. Oops. Press E, and now we want to make sure that we mirror the car. So we select this, add modifier, mirror, and we also want to activate clipping. And now it's misbehaving, and this is because the model is rotated, so we just need to press Ctrl A and all transformation. Okay, so now we have a mirror of the car, so that's great. And now I want to hide the reference cube. Okay, so what's happening here from the front? Yeah, and I think the bumper is one of the harder part, so that's why I'm starting with that, so I don't need to think of that later on. Yeah, and I also want to change this part now, so I want to look upon this from the top, and we can see how the other vertices are placed, but we can actually finish this first. We drag it over here and take one here, and you see it's ending here. It's because we have clipping activated, and that's correct. And I also actually want to make sure that this is in a line. It will look better later on. So we press S for scale and Y and 0, something like that. Great. We take this one from the top, E. I think we need to rotate this, R, E, E, and something like that. Yeah, great. And I can see now that we have not a quad, and we want to have quads, so we change this. We take the knife, K, press here, here, and over here. Enter, press 3, select this. We can only select this, press X, delete that face, press 1, select these, and press F, 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 F. It's something like that. Great. Okay, now we have the lights and stuff, but I can also see that we have the bumper, and this part is kind of done. So we select that one, press H for hide, and now we only have the outer lip and the top of it. So we want to pull it out, pull it in. So press E, drag it in like this, something like this. Yes, and we can take this, move it here. And now I can see that we need to have some more geometry over here. So I think we actually press 3, delete this face, and look upon it from above and again. And yeah, this vertex we want to work with. E, and I think this will be okay place to sheet with the quads. So let's do this. We do only like that. Select those, F. Yeah, this will work. Nobody will see it later on. It will look good. And we press Tab and press Alt H to get back the geometry. Okay, so this part is if you move it back, the start of the lamps, sorry, the headlights. So if you look from top, this is not true at all. So if we move it here, and what happens if you look upon it from the side? Okay, it's the drawing is not as good as we could have hoped for. Oopsie daisy. But we can work with this. We pull this one down, select these two, look upon it from the top. Oops. Press E, start a curve. E, I think we need to rotate it like this, something. also this one R for that, and we want to pull it over here so we kind of have the same vertex count when we make these meet. And E here and E over here, something like that. Great. And now I just want to make the front. So look from the side. Yeah, actually this one we can make it go up a little bit before the light starts. We can E, extrude up, something like that. And we can take this one, E, press Shift Tab and realize we have the wrong snapping. So undo, and we want to activate the vertex snap, like that. Select this E, and now we can see we're snapping in the wrong part. I didn't like that, so we change activate, active. So we select this and deselect this and select this. Now this is the active vertices. So we press E, pull it back, something like that. Yes. And now I think we just look from the front, select these four, F, and I think there are more geometry here than is necessary. Oops. Pull, edge slide, GG. I think we should press SX0 so we have a straight line. GG over here. Yeah, I don't think we need this one or this one. So we press X, dissolve vertices, and that was not what I want to do. Press 2, X, dissolve edges. Yeah, that's more like it. And I think we have one too much here also. X, dissolve edge. Okay, this can be great. So press these two and F. And now we can look upon this from the side, and I really want a line here, so we can actually just press Ctrl R, and since we have that triangle there, it makes problem. So we just press K for knife tool and drag it down, something like this, and press enter. And it didn't do exactly what I want, but almost. So we knife a little more, enter. Okay, we proceed with the sides like this, and now we can see that we're going to have another triangle, and we don't want that. So let's select this one, delete that face from the side. Okay, so how can we save this one? So I think we could just add a vertex here. So press Ctrl R, something like that. And select this one, F. Great. And now we don't have any quads, triangles. Yes, this looks good. And we started to have the front bumper. And now I want to have the hood. I want another line here, so press Ctrl R, drag it, press S, Y, 0, something like that. We need to move this more manual later on anyhow, so we just fix it now. So we GG to drag those points. Okay, So now we can start to assemble the hood. So if you look upon this from the side, let us just hide the end of the car. So select these, press H, look at the front again, E, E, and E, something like that. So now we just need to fix the front, and we can pull this up, look from the side, E, and we can see that this is way too high. Select all of this, press S for scale, Z, scale it down, G, Z, and I can see we need to fix this somehow. G, Z, G, Z, oops, Shift tab to turn off snap. Okay, and now we can see that we need to rearrange some of this, so we have a nice meeting like this. This should work. Yep. This might be a good meeting. F, that's correct. It's just a little bit wobbly, but that's okay. We fixed that. GG, edge slide, and I think it's important that we move up these like that. And now I think this line should be this line. Whoops. GG. And I don't think the side view will like this. No, look. This is really hard sometimes because you don't really know what the side view look like and regarding to the front view. But okay, so Alt H, we got it from the side, and I want to start doing the mirrors and stuff like that. So from the top, how does it look? Kind of bad, and I actually think, oh no, we need to have this line follow this one. So somehow we need to slide this away, and we need to move this line in place. And I'm just pressing GG and moving the side. I've built this car before, but I never noticed this vent. Okay, and here we can see that maybe we need another line here to get more information regarding this line for the windows. I think we do that, something like that. Yes, and now we can move that in. Great. We turn off X-ray mode, and we can see something is really wrong here. But okay, so let's look from the side. Oi. Let's move this down. It's a lot of fiddling like this when you're building a car, but this starts to look kind of nice. Okay, so we can actually take these vertices and starting to make out the front window. E, pull them up like this. You can see now that, oops, see, we need to fix that. How does it look from the front? Kind of bad. Pull them up, pull it in, and now we can see that this does not line up with the reality from the side view, but so we just need to compromise regarding what's right and wrong. See, now it's wrong, so if we move it down, So yeah, this happens sometimes, and it's something you just kind of need to work around. But this line here, these are too high. We can look from the back of the car. Yeah, they, in a way they are, in another way they are not, but I think they are too high because this line will come later on. So we pull this down and press down like this, and I think we actually will change this to the closest. We need to work with it again, and we can just select these, press S for scale in Z and Y. Yeah, okay, so what's happening here? We need to, this is nice because now we can drag at least these E, and so we press Shift Tab to activate snap. E, okay. We pull it only that far, but that's still kind of good. And we need to have a line here for the window. Control R, put it here. SY0 GG. Yeah. Do I need another one? No, I think we actually will manage with this one alone. So now we have this meeting be with this pillar here, and I think actually we can work it out like this. So if we take this point, GG, drag it over here, and we can actually take this and drag it up, snap it over here, and we can see that this one we need to pull in towards the car. Yeah, and now we can just extrude the windows, or we can take these two vertices, E, Y is still snapping wrong, so we go back to the more control. So we snap with active, select this one, G, Y, something like that, and we can see this was not what we wanted. E, of course, E, snap, great. And we can actually pull this back like this, and now we need to decide. So is this side view the true view that we want to follow, or is it the front view we need to follow? But I think we go with the side view. I don't know why, it's just a feeling. Select this one, press E, drag it back. We have done the wrong thing again. Select this one to make it active, press G to move it down. Okay, so select this one, GG, down like this. I think we have a little too little data. I think we need to move this up. I want to have something more here. Need to add that later. Okay, so now we need to do the roof. And I think if we pull this one up like this, we can get a nice edge flow around this. Can I do like this? No. So okay, select this one, and now I think we can go with closest again. So Y, G, E, and G. Okay, that we could have done that better, but now I didn't. Anyhow, E and E, great. So if we look upon this from the side, yeah, we can move this GG, GG. GG. Great. So we almost have a roof now. And that's nice. So we can take then this one, this one, this one, and start to pull this up. Shift tab, and now we can see it's getting a strange shape. So scale this in Y and 0 somewhere here and here. Great. Something like this. F, and this will also be a quad actually. Great. So now it's only the back left. So I think we start with the bumper area and then work our way up to the window. Select this, GG, drag it down. I'm going to use this one as our bumper. I think we drag it out like this. This we pull up. Okay, so I think we actually delete this one for now. X faces, and we only work with this one because this is going to be the back bumper, and we can see that this is not going our way. So we pull this down over here. Yes, and E, and Control Z. Let's rotate this so we get a better flow. E, and maybe something like this. And if we need more geometry, we can add it later. So how does that look? And from the side, yeah, something like that. Great, great. So now we need to, as we did in the front, we need to add a geometry. So I think we activate X-ray, hide the bottom H, and only work with these points. I think we can move back this as well so we see what we're doing. So we look upon this from the top and we can see that, okay, we need to add something like that. Move this part in. E, pull this out. Select this, F, and then we can actually, yeah, I think we can make a triangle here as we started up in the front. So F, something like that. Great. And we can press Alt H to bring it all back. Yes. Okay, and now we can take this part and we can actually pull it. Do we need geometry here? Yeah, I think that could be wise, and therefore I would also think we should add it here, something like this. Yeah, and it's a triangle here, that's why it doesn't work. Enter. So now I think we just select this and try to shape it as we want to. But first, let's take a break and continue later on. And thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like the content. And don't forget to save your file. Goodbye.